Does this situation sound familiar? When a major incident happens, IT is alerted immediately, but the rest of the organization is left in the dark. And that leads to 3 major issues happening all at once. Employees are experiencing the problem, but they don't know what's going on. Leadership hears about the issue too late or worse from the wrong sources, and IT gets flooded with questions while they're trying to resolve the incident. Communication becomes chaotic at the worst possible moment. To solve this incident, communication needs to change. We need to move from reactive communication to a more structured communication. Now watch Robert explaining how SIGNL4 does this.
So here's how this works in practice. I have loaded up my SIGNL4 web portal and my SIGNL4 mobile app, and I'm logged in as a standard user on both. We've added a new option inside of the SIGNL4 web portal called distribution list, and we've renamed users to people because we've added a new option under the people for stakeholders. Stakeholders are users that receive one-way communication from SIGNL4, letting them know of an issue or any other information we're sending through our events. But they don't need to actually go into SIGNL4 or acknowledge the alert. It is just informational to keep them informed of the going-ons from SIGNL4. So the first thing we need to do is we need to invite a few stakeholders. As I've done here, I have one management stakeholder for Jane, my manager. And then once we've invited those, we need to create our distribution list. Distribution lists are what are actually used to create one-way alerts. So once a distribution list is created, as we've done here, I have my management list with my Jane user added, and then I have an all employees list with all of my users invited here under that. So now we can actually use these, and we can use these both for manual and automated signals. So first I'm going to go ahead and click on the manual signal just so we could see that here in action. I go to one of my templates, and for my select target, I now have both the all employees and management distribution list, as well as my 3 teams that I have created here as well. And I could choose either one of those. And then when I click on the send signal, this alert will go out via that distribution list as a one-way informational alert. However, we can also add this into the integrations themselves under the distribution rules. So if I go in here and I find my distribution rule, I can actually come to the very bottom and we can add a destination here of my distribution list in addition to my team. So as we can see here, for any alerts that come through, we are sending to both the IT ops team and the management distribution list. So we're going to create a 2-way alert sent to the team and then a 1-way notification sent to the distribution list. So let's go ahead and see this in action. So I've gone ahead and created an email here, and I'm going to go ahead and send this in, and this is going to my endpoint here that uses both the IT ops team and the management distribution list. So here in the web portal, if I go into signals, we actually see this coming through. So here's the actual alert inside of the SIGNL4 web portal showing that it went to my team, the IT ops team, and who actually was on duty and was notified, which is my user. In addition to that, we actually have another option here for the distribution list notification. And this one gets sent out, and it was sent out to my management distribution list and my Jane user. And what I'm going to do is we actually already saw this come through for the user in the mobile app. So I'm going to go ahead and switch users here and log in as my management user inside the mobile app. So here I am logged in as my Jane user inside of the SIGNL4 mobile app, and I can see the 2 distribution list messages that came through earlier today, which we can actually see those here, one at 12:18 and one at 12:53, which is the one we just did. And I can go ahead and open this alert up. I can read through all the information. And then when I close that, it actually gets marked as red. And the same thing here with the other one. If I open it, close them, they'll actually get marked as red. But they don't actually have to acknowledge them or do anything with these alerts. They are just there for their informational purposes to keep them up to date in what is happening with the incident. So next up, my users here have worked on this alert, and we know that it is a little bit more troublesome than the alert we thought it was going to be. So now we need to let the entire company know what's happening. And to do this, I'm actually going to go ahead and log out of the mobile app and back into my user in the mobile app. So now that we know we need to update the all employees, let's go ahead and send out this alert. And we're going to do this using a template. So we go to send signal for our manual signals. We already have a template created, all employees, with the text that we want. However, we have left this open so that the text can be changed and edited for future events. Next thing we want to do down here is for the recipients, we want to select a target of the all employees distribution list. And you can actually see that the distribution lists and teams have different icons to quickly separate what is what. So I'm going to go ahead and choose all employees. And then I'm going to go ahead and send this signal. And we will actually see this one-way signal come through. And here on my user, you'll notice that I do not have any new alerts. However, we have this notification icon at the top and at the bottom letting you know that there are new distribution list notifications to be viewed by this user. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on the bottom icon. And this is going to show you that I've received one-way message. And if I go ahead and click on it, I'll actually see the information that was sent out to the team, letting us know that the web portal is currently inactive and we are working on getting this issue resolved. And this was sent out to all of my employees, which we can see here in the web portal. If I go to signaling and I load up the new message, and if I scroll down to the bottom here, we actually see that it was sent to Robert, Peter, and Bruce all at the same time for those users. So the result is simple. Employees stay informed instead of guessing. Your leadership has visibility without chasing users and updates. And IT can stay focused on resolving the incident, not managing communication chaos. This is active stakeholder communication inside of SIGNL4, not just alerting, but ensuring the entire organization is informed in a structured, controlled, and intentional way during critical incidents. Thank you, and have a nice day. Goodbye.